Welcome back to Space War Attack. Mission 23. Alien Go Home. Let's keep things simple and deadly. We'll take the S-45 and load it with the homing lasers. 2 packs. They're already tuned up for faster lock-on. That's handy. And our wingman is going to fly whatever's got a good gun. Or not as terrible of a gun as the S-45. By the way, a body's weakened stability is missing. I just realized this plane is drunk. Does it really matter what I give this guy? I don't know, but let's keep trying. Abstract albino antelope. Alright, something not many noticed in the previous video, but this plane does have variable wing sweep. What they should have done was combine this with the variable angle of incidence of the F-8 Crusader and just go to town with it. Oh, by the way, Lobster's back on the menu. Repeating the premise of one of the final missions of Lethal Skies, we have to fight a ground-based weapon and an air-based weapon. Of course, in Lethal Skies, you had to do this with limited ammunition and heavily specialized missiles. I keep mentioning Lethal Skies not because of the developer, I mean not only because of the developer, but because, I don't remember if I mentioned this, but most of these maps are recycled from Lethal Skies. The setting of Lethal Skies is that the world had been fucked up by an ecological disaster, and so... Wait, did you see that? The lobster just popped like a balloon. Anyway, so all of these destroyed cities, ruined maps, all these eco-friendly power sources, like the windmills, I'm pretty sure all of that is directly taken from Lethal Skies. So this was made very much on the cheap. And if Ace Combat ever feels like getting a, giant insect DLC, they could probably get away with just spending all the money on the giant monsters. Mission 24. Big bonus. Okay, let's hope they pay us a big bonus at the end of this. Anti-Alien Air Force. Yes, this is the last mission. Hey, look, it's the exact same mothership setup we've already destroyed before. Only with different graphics. But this time we've got much better weapons. This is not going so well for the aliens. If memory serves, the final missions of EDF games are much more epic in scale. The galactic battle may have reached its climax, but I'm not feeling it. We could have gone to space for this, but no, we're still flying over an old map, fighting an old enemy for like, what, a third time? The problem with the game. It's got this idea, it's got these basic mechanics, it's got a few cool designs, and then it just repeats for 20-something missions. But that's a common feature of the games in the Simple series. Yeah. Did you know there is a customizable tank platformer for the DS? Yeah, you're like this 2D tank and you hop around and you can swap out your guns for something like guided missiles, and you fight against enemies from, I'm pretty sure, every single war of the 20th century. It's not exactly Super Mario, but... Also, turns out some of the Simple 2000 games were ported to the DS, so they look and control extra terrible. Goodbye, aliens. This man has saved the Earth. Is he talking about himself, the announcer? So, why didn't this turn into a series? Why didn't it get sequels? The original EDF wasn't exactly stellar, you know? Lots of samey missions, only one character type. But the developer of EDF is still around, while this might be the very last game of BitTown. Anyway, they didn't have the budget for the ending. So just listen to some music. And that's how it ends. Yeah, 505 left the voice actors in the credits, even though they cut all the voices. Now, we've been playing on easy. Let's see what it looks like on hard. Alright, my time limit is half as long, that's a start. But we seem to be facing the same number of enemies. Now, well... I wonder if there is a Mission 25, like the final air show, but I don't know how to unlock it, if it exists. Alright, let's see this to the end, maybe something else changes. I finally got my shit together enough to start preparing to start a podcast on, the evolution of video games, how they changed over the decades. And the thing is, I want to make it good and accessible even to people who do not play video games. So I need to start early, I need to start before, even computers appear. I need to start with something familiar, so I picked chess, and I started scripting an episode about chess. And after a few weeks it turned out that a completed episode is like almost 14,000 words. And it's all about chess, and I don't even like chess. It's just that the evolution of chess is like this story featuring religion, sex, ever-increasing amounts of money, and also household violence, con artists, and all kinds of other shit. And it's going to take at least 2 hours to narrate all that. That's if I don't make many mistakes, which I do all the time. Still, it could be fun. Though, before I start uploading and commit to a schedule, I should probably script another couple of episodes. Thank fuck I'm done with chess. The second one is probably going to only feature, a suicide? The third one, there will be lots of money there too. Oh wow, this was close. I keep trying to use the gun because it's, it doesn't need a lock-on, but on this plane the gun is particularly terrible, so it doesn't do anything. So overall it seems that the only change in the hard difficulty is that I'm taking more damage, there is a shorter time limit, put the microphone down. And it looks like this flying mothership is much better at wiping out the allied buildings on the ground. And all the enemies seem to have a little more health. So the hard mode is just as low budget as the rest of the game. If only we had this idea, only with Ace Combat levels of budget and effort, and maybe... I don't know, DLC TV show challenge missions, and flying inside giant alien spacecraft, or maybe just giant aliens. Any of the many things this game doesn't do. So I think next it would be nice to play something actually good. One of the best games in the field. Something Pilotwings wishes it could be. Yeah, let's do Sky Odyssey. I haven't touched it in years, but I still remember that level. And that one. And that one. Oh, fuck, not that one.